Whoa, absolute. Oh, wait, we didn't start it right. All right, there we go. Hit it. Welcome back to Absolute Superman. This is issue 6, where we actually get to see Superman's home. One dies and he gets another one. So, to recap the last 5 issues, essentially, Superman saves some people in Brazil from the Lazarus Corps. Who runs Lazarus Corps? We'll get into that also. Lois Lane's been searching for him. They meet the Omega Men while she's searching for him. Superman says, "Can you guys leave me alone?" Peacemaker John Smith kills a bunch of people because he's going crazy. And then Brainiac is like, "Hey, you're okay." And then now Superman's pissed. And Superman and Brainiac know about each other. Brainiac is indeed an alien because he got Bottle Cities. So let's hop in. When my family's rocket lifted off from Krypton, we had no idea where we were going. The Science League, ever consumed with themselves, had never bothered to explore what else might be out there. My parents always said we'd find our way to a new home together. But then our planet rotted from within, and my parents died, and I flew on, alone, across seas of endless nothing. And we see time goes on in the little spaceship. 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. And it's just Superman and Sol. So at least Superman's got somebody. But in main DC, Superman's a baby. And he is not experiencing all this in real time. He kind of just is a baby. He's not conscious. 17 months, 14 days since Krypton exploded. Kal-El, you've not consumed your daily allotment of rehydrated protein. Sorry. Oh my god, I want to die. 9 million light years. 9 million light years from Krypton. And remind me, Sol, how many habitable worlds have we found? 0. We haven't found any. But my sensors detect some promising candidates in the nearest star system. Sol, there's nothing out there. Krypton was our only chance. We blew it. And I don't want to do this anymore. Cal. Space is beyond vast, but the statistical probability is quite high that the other life-bearing planets do. So you can keep going if you want to. Just let me out. I'm not comprehending. You realize you would not survive. No, it's okay. Yeah, I get that. Don't worry about me. Just drop me off in that big yellow sun. We have Depresso Superman. You know I can't do that. I'm sworn to protect the last vestige of the House of El, the last son of... Wait. What's going on? I may have found something interesting. The sun is burning Kal-El since he got too close. Turn around, get us away from that star. Scanning. This is a life-sustaining world, and it's Earth. As Superman was about to give up, he made it to Earth. And we see these are the Kents. The weather's acting up. There must be rain. And the Lazarus Corps is in Kansas, affecting their farm. Ma Kent says that she barely sees rain because Lazarus is keeping it from us. We won't sell the farm, so they're basically sabotaging us. Boom! Kal-El crash lands, and he jumps out in like a fiery flame. Oh my gosh, that's like evil. Kal-El, I regret to inform you that my energy cells have become depleted. I have to power down for a brief... So with Sol down, Kal-El cannot speak anything else but Krypton. I don't know what language they speak. So he runs up, and Ma and Pa Kent are like, "Oh my goodness, call 911. It's a boy. This guy, he's on fire. He has a ship, but it's like he absorbed the ship. We were standing here waiting for a miracle. He's covered in flames, but look at him. There's no burns. He's an angel." And now we get into Ma and Pa Kent kind of just taking care of Clark. Sol would be silent for weeks while I drifted in and out of consciousness, every part of me afire. So weak and yet somehow so strong. We see his powers start to show up. Don't know where I was, didn't understand a word of the language, closed my eyes and I was still on Krypton covered in lava. When my eyes were open, all I wanted to was cry. But something kept burning away the tears. He's got laser vision. And so now the dilemma that we have is that Ma Kent wants to keep him because she believes that he is an angel. And Pa Kent says, we can't keep this guy. Like, this guy's crazy. We can still save him. Well, who's going to save us, Martha? He's got them red eyes. And then Clark wakes up and runs through and basically just destroys the roof. I've torn through a house and fields in some sort of town before I even realized I was running. Somehow running so blindly fast that the world around me was a blur. Me, Kal-El, the slowest, clumsiest kid in all the Redlands. But this wasn't the Redlands. Krypton had exploded in a ball of fire. There's a strange alien world where the sun made me want to claw the bones. What was this land of surreal horror where Soul stranded me? I would come to learn it was a place called Kansas. Waves rippled through a sea of gold that stretched to the horizon, no sound to be heard except the wind. I'd flown 9 million light years, and somehow I was home. And then we cut by 2 weeks. Old girl, don't give up. I need a hand here. And then Clark just picks it up. I don't understand a single damn word I'm saying, boy. I need to say this anyways, but I can't wrangle the words. I just want to thank you for what you've done for us, you amazing angel. And I don't just mean lugging around our tractor. You saved my Jonathan. I was worried I'd lose him when we lose the farm. You helped him remember who he is. That man would have made one hell of a father. And Jonathan says, thank you for saving Martha. I'd be worried without the farm. She wouldn't have nothing left to mother. And well, I didn't think she could stand losing babies. I don't know what you or where you come from. And I had never heard no language that sounds like anything you speak. But I know a farmer boy when I see one, and I know you came here searching for something that just might be something I was looking for too. And I hope that we can find it all together. And then while working on the tractor, we see that Soul wakes up. The smell of lava, melting flesh, glow, green rot. You told the girl on the ship it'd be okay. Apologies, my recharging took longer than anticipated. Cal, be warned. I fear the system's yellow sun may supercharge your Kryptonian cells in wildly unexpected ways. Soul? What? You're back. I should be able to help you process and control that solar energy. I've also managed to review all available history of this planet. It is called Earth. Its human civilization is quite young, barely a few thousand. Never mind that, Soul. I need you to download whatever language these people speak. Then shut up for a minute so I can clear my head. So he goes up to Ma and Pa Kent. Hello, my name is Kal-El. I fixed your tractor. And they say, whoa, that's a good name. It's finally good to meet you. My name is Martha Kent. This is my husband, Jonathan Kent. And Soul does a good and a bad thing. I detected a manner of remote drones operating in the skies above. It's affecting the weather. I took the liberty of disabling them. And that's what Ma Kent was scared of in the beginning. We see Superman say, it rained for 3 straight days, like the clouds were making up for lost time. No one storm would be enough to save the Kent's crops, not that season, but it was something that was like hope for a moment. It was very brief. And then we have somebody drive up on the Kent farm and snitch about the Kents having an immigration violation. And then the Lazarus Corps show up and try to take Superman. They grab him, and Soul says, Cal, I cannot let you be taken by these men. Soul, I don't understand. Why are they doing this? Because we do not belong here, Cal. Well, can you talk to them? Can you tell them about who we are, Krypton, or anything? I cannot do that. My mission is to protect you. But we have to tell them there's nowhere else for us to go. And then they have the Kents at gunpoint, and John says, please just run and go. And Superman says, I spent months weeping for Krypton, for everything I lost. But that day, the tears were different. I wept for the world I'd found, the one I could already tell I wouldn't be able to save any more than the one I didn't save last time. For almost 5 more years, I would run to other farms far away, to factories, mines, cities, where the people were piled on top of each other like trash, and islands where you could stay for days and never see anybody else. But nowhere stayed safe for long, and no place felt so much like home as the home that might have been. So he wasn't raised by the Kents as much as our current Superman, but he still felt like a big connection. I'm sure he was there for months, maybe like a good amount of weeks. But it's nice that he still feels more for them in this short time than he did for Krypton. And then we pick up with current day Smallville, Kansas. I'm looking for Martha Kent. Is she a resident here? Well, yeah, she's in our memory care unit. Lovely woman, sad story. What's her story? Who are you again? I can't just give you this information. Well, I'm a friend of the family. And then we have somebody show up. Agent Lane is quite the dogged investigator. She's required barely any coaxing on my part. Just a nudge, really. Well, then all the pieces are in place? Oh, yes, I believe they are. I must say, I've also often doubted your methods, Brainiac, along with your very sanity. You wouldn't be the first. Deliver what you've promised me, and you ensure your place in the world that is coming. Of course, sir. I'm just happy to be a servant of a higher cause. So are we all. It's a Lazarus pit. Who uses Lazarus pits? None other than Ra's al Ghul. Oh, that's pretty good. So, essentially, he's a Superman villain right now. I'm sure that he will become a Batman villain also, but he's not. For being an absolute villain, an absolute Batman villain, he on the bottom tier. Bane would cook him. But it's nice to see him be used for somebody else. And knowing that he has Brainiac under his control, I'm sure Brainiac will want to take over or do something. Brainiac's not going to listen to Ra's al Ghul. And his army is robots. Those are robots. So he doesn't have a League of Assassins per se. So we'll see more about that. Yeah, that's it. This is issue 6. Thank you for watching, listening, enjoying. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We will do more. Peace out.